Company Authentic Brands Group sent multiple cease and desist letters to chapels on May 19th, telling them that if an infringing chapel does not comply with the terms of the document, within a week the company's counsel would seek legal action. The licensing company oversees the estates of big names like movie star Marilyn Monroe and Muhammad Ali. The city's wedding industry generates about $2 billion a year, and obviously the iconic Elvis-themed wedding ceremonies represent a significant factor. Why? Clark County Clerk Lynn Goya, who led a marketing campaign promoting Vegas as a wedding destination, told the Vegas Journal Review it might destroy a portion of our wedding industry. A number of people might lose their livelihood. And many young lovers would be heading to Heartbreak Hotel. But this just in. Who knew we'd have breaking news in the Elvis story? The licensing company has now apologized for, quote, recent communication with a small number of Las Vegas-based chapels caused confusion and concern. We are working with the chapels to ensure that the usage of Elvis's name, image, and likeness are in keeping with his legacy. So tonight they're contacting chapels to make licensing deals. Not even sure how that would work, but joining me now, someone who's had a career impersonating the king, Frankie Castro, an Elvis tribute artist.
How are you, sir?
Frankie, great to have you on the show. All right, so what are we...
It's an honor. It's an honor to be on your show, so thank you.
Thank you. What are we to make of this? Are they backing down now based on all the public pressure?
Listen, I'll tell you what, sir. Listen, we're all about making people happy. I adore Elvis Presley, okay? I've done this for quite a while, okay? And Elvis was always about making people happy, and that was his goal in life. And that's what we try to do. I do this because I adore him. It comes from my heart. And people come into this town and they expect to see Elvis. They expect to see the image. You know how many times I've been stopped in the street, oh, can I please have a picture? I never turn anyone down because Elvis never did. And this city is very resilient. And I got to say something to you guys. Chapels are not getting rich doing this. Chapel owners are not getting rich doing this. The coordinators don't get paid a whole lot. It's a respectable job. And the Elvis is in town. Some get more work than others. But we're not getting rich off of this. We do it because we love what we do, and we love making people happy. And I think it's very disgraceful for what they're doing. They've had this for 7-8 years. And now with the movie looming is when they decide to come in and use a bully tactic on this town and in our livelihood, I think it's very, very disgraceful. Elvis himself would be ashamed over what went down. And now they're trying to quietly backtrack some of the negative publicity they've received because they have been backlashed tremendously. And now they're singing a different tune. And what I find ironic about this whole situation is across the country, you have conventions, Elvis conventions, you have Elvis contests, all using his name, image, and likeness. You have the ultimate contest out there at Graceland, Tennessee, and all using his image, name, and likeness. We're the little guys here in town. Okay, we're the little guys. The wedding business is about 40% of my salary. The other 60% is live shows, live, because I'm known as a live entertainer in town, and I'm very proud of that. But I am absolutely just it feels disgraceful to take this great man who just wanted to make people happy. That's all he wanted to do is just make people happy. And you have these people that have made hundreds and hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars off of him in the last 7 years. And my whispers are that people are saying, well, you know what? His memorabilia has gone down. He's like the 5th or 6th deceased selling tribute artist. I mean, tribute artist, a celebrity.
Yep.
And the way that I see it is that maybe if things weren't so expensive, okay, because the average fan is just a working class person. Maybe if things weren't so expensive, it wouldn't be the case. I'm hearing whispers that, they're concerned about his records not selling as much, his CDs not selling as much. Well, maybe if box sets weren't $200, $250, $300,
so
maybe it'd be different.
Let me ask you this. So they make these legal threats. Were you guys intending on complying with it? Were you frightened enough that you were saying, you know what, we may have to hang this thing up?
I never felt that way. And the reason I never felt that way is because Elvis is such a part of the culture of the world and in Las Vegas that the city wouldn't, I don't feel would ever allow it. They just wouldn't allow it. Las Vegas would never be the same without having the image of Elvis in some form or another. You have to remember, people look forward. They look forward to seeing, guys out there dressed up or working. They look forward to it.
Yep.
And if you're going to take that away, you know who you're hurting the most as well?
Who?
Besides the guys that are maybe losing their livelihood, you're hurting people that come in here and tell me, we want to book you. We love what you do. We think you're great. You're damaging their dream.
Yep.
Because just the other day, sir, I had a mother come up to me after a wedding, and she told me ever since he was 5 years old, he wanted an Elvis wedding. 5 years old, and she thanked me for such a beautiful, beautiful ceremony and performance. So you're hurting a lot of people that have dreams of wanting to come down here and be happy, because that's what Elvis is all about, making people happy. And you're taking away their dreams, and you're taking away the little money that we could earn honestly.
Frankie,
because we do it honestly.
Keep up the good fight. We're rooting for you, Frankie. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.